another weekend, another undefeated top 5 college football team falls.
The latest on the BCS situation, next on Two Girls on Sports.
What you got? Hey everyone, I'm Jana.
And I'm Erica. You're watching Two Girls on Sports. So, undefeated Penn State is no longer undefeated. The BCS rankings are shaken up all over again. Which teams, now Jana, which teams have a legitimate shot at going to the national title game at this point?
Texas.
Georgia.
Texas.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
kidding.
We're
both very realistic here. She's kidding. I'm not.
I wish I was not kidding.
I mean, realistically, what we are looking at and what is projected right now is probably that Alabama and Texas Tech are going to be there. I do not see this happening. Texas Tech has a very big game against the Oklahoma Sooners in Oklahoma next weekend. That's
Oklahoma's
huge.
going down. They're going down. I believe it.
I don't know. I mean, right now that team does look very strong. Maybe I'm just bitter. I don't know as though they are going to go down. Okay. I think Oklahoma is bitter too, and if they win that game, it makes a 3-way tie.
Okay.
In the Big 12 South.
Texas Tech,
Texas,
Oklahoma,
and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I really want to see that. I really want to see them have to fight it out in the polls.
So you want to see, obviously, Texas go to the national title game.
Obviously.
And who would you like to see Texas play with the rankings that are standing right now?
I'd like to see, honestly, Florida take down Alabama in the SEC championship.
Excuse me?
I want to see it with Florida. If not, I do want to see Alabama there.
Okay.
I want to see Florida or Alabama in the national championship, and I would like it to be, I know it will be versus Texas.
Well, Jana, I usually don't make such definitive statements, but I'm going to say this on air. And if I'm wrong, then just forget that you saw this. I believe Alabama's going to go undefeated, and I believe that they're going to be in the title game this year. Now, if they go, or once they go to the SEC championship and play Florida, or maybe Georgia, if Florida falls, which they probably won't. If they play Florida,
it's gonna be a tough game.
If they play Florida, they could very well lose. But let's just say this. Let's say I'm wrong and Alabama loses to Florida in the SEC title game. I strongly believe that that should not count as a loss. Is that crazy?
No, that is crazy. Yes.
Is it crazy?
Yes. Because here's the thing. If they go down to Florida, Florida deserves to go down, or go forward, go to the national championship.
Okay.
And I really feel like it always is, it's a loss late in the season. It does not count, Florida moves on. And I really think that could happen, and that is probably their biggest threat right now.
Yes.
Auburn probably you think is not going to be a very big threat.
They're not.
I think it's going to be somewhat of a more impressive game. As far as Texas Tech goes, they still have a few games under their belts. I mean, they have to get through
Oklahoma,
and then they have to get through
Baylor. They play Baylor, yeah.
Which Baylor came out strong against Texas last weekend. I don't care what anyone says. I think that's going to be a semi-tough game. You never want to see someone else go on when your chances are shot. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I think Texas Tech is going to probably win it out. I think they're going to win out. I'm pretty sure of that. And so once again, my projected BCS title game is Alabama and Texas Tech. Sorry, Jana.
All right, well, moving on to a few other things. Now that Penn State has finally got a loss, it looks like Penn State is probably going to go to the Rose Bowl. But the only way that USC goes to the Rose Bowl is if Oregon State gets a loss in these next few weeks. What do we think? Because if not, that's going to be a Penn State, Oregon State Rose Bowl.
That'll be the most boring Rose Bowl ever. You'll be there. I won't watch it. But I can say this. If it ends up that Oregon State has a better record in the Pac-10 than does USC, there will be some conspiracy for USC to still go to the Rose Bowl. Well, promise you.
Here's other few surprises. Utah is unbeaten, as is Boise State. If they can hang on and stay in the top 10 to 12, they're going to get automatic bids to bowl games.
Yeah, but they won't get the bowl games. They won't get BCS bowl games. I think that we've learned from watching Hawaii and we've seen Hawaii. We've seen when these teams that are non-BCS conferences have undefeated records, that when it really comes to a BCS game, they can't really hang. So let them stay there, whatever. There are too many teams that ranked above them who are either undefeated or one-loss teams.
Yeah.
So I think that they're just going to have to get nice bowl games but not BCS games.
The best thing about college football is even the last 2 weeks count. And this is going to change up everything. And as we saw, each week, one of the undefeated teams has been falling. You know, it's like the number 2 position last year where somebody fell from that number 2 position right into the end. So I would actually honestly like to see everybody go down. Texas Tech go down, Alabama go down, and then let's fight it out.
Florida go down too.
Yeah.
Utah go down, USC goes down, Penn State lose again.
Boise State's going down.
And that puts Georgia at number 2.
Georgia, Texas. That's how we figured it out. It's always so convoluted at this point in college football season. I think it's still possible that our office flag football team could make it to the national title game.
Hey, now if a Big 12 team and an SEC team lose, and then we beat the Liars office next door, it's entirely possible. I'm Erica.
And I'm Jana. Thanks for watching Two Girls on Sports.
What you got?